Hello and welcome once again to Him Tutorials. Again, I am here to help you in your online study. 7th chapter, living and non-living things, is going on, and we have discussed up to types and similarities of the living things. Today we are going to do the topic that is characteristics of the living things, and in characteristics of living things we will learn the subtopics, that is we will learn about the shape and size, cells and organization of the living things. So I will start with the first character, that is living things has a specific shape and size. We know that each organism which is present on the earth has definite shape and size, and we can easily distinguish every organism from the other, as fly from the mosquito, horse from a donkey. In case of plants, if I discuss, then neem plant from the neem tree from the mango tree, and grass from the rose plant. So we can easily distinguish between each and every organism on the basis of the shape and size. If I talk about size particularly, we know that size is small than elephant, size of the man is small than elephant, and the size of elephant is much smaller than that of the whale. And you will be surprised to know that the largest living mammal on the earth is whale, especially the blue whale, and this blue whale has length up to 30 meters and it has weight up to 200 tons. And in case of plants, if I discuss, then redwood tree, which is found in California, USA, it may be up to 84 meters tall. The redwood tree may be up to 84 meters tall. So this is all about the first character, that each and every organism has definite shape and size. The second character is living things are made up of cells. We know that cell is the basic structural and functional unit of everyone's life, and if it is structural and functional unit, so it is called as the basic of life. It is the basic unit of life. Cells combine to form tissues, tissues combine to form organs, organs combine to form organ systems, and organ systems, when combined, they will form organism. And on the basis of cells, we can categorize the organisms in two types, that is unicellular and multicellular. Unicellular organisms are those in which single cell perform all the life activities, and multicellular organisms are those in which number of cells, more than one cell, perform the life activities. If I go for the example of unicellular, then bacteria, yeast, etc., amoeba, they are the examples of the unicellular organisms, and they can't be seen with the naked eye. So if they can't be seen with the naked eye, so microscope is needed to see these organisms. And in case of multicellular organisms, if the newborn baby consists up to 2000 million cells. So multicellular organism body consists up to millions and trillions of cells. Okay, so this is all about the cells, that the living things are made up of the cells. Two types of organisms, unicellular and multicellular organisms. The third characteristic is living things can maintain their organization. This character shows that the organisms can easily adapt themselves to the changing environment, as they can adapt themselves to the hot conditions, cold conditions, and even they can thrive in shortage of oxygen and water sometimes. So this character is also called as adaptation. This organization also help in repairing and making the new cells in the body of an organism. So this is all about the characters which we have learned today. We have learned that living things has specific shape and size. Living things are made up of cells. They may be unicellular, they may be multicellular, and the last is this, that living things can maintain their organization. So with this, up to our next video, keep watching, keep learning. Thank you.